Hey there, Service Pros. This is Christian from the Workiz product team. In this video, we're going to talk about how Workiz can help you grow your junk removal business. So you're in the junk removal space. You've probably got a couple of trucks and a handful of team members. You're advertising online and out in the real world to get more customers. You're making good money. But let's talk about how you can make great money. If you're looking to grow and grow big, you're going to need to find a better way to manage all of your work. That's where Workiz comes in. We have countless examples here at Workiz of junk removal companies that have grown their businesses from small-time operations to powerhouses all across the map. Let's give you a sneak peek at how you can get started with Workiz to take your junk removal business to the next level. We'll start with some of the basics, your account details. Workiz is designed to take as much off of your plate as possible so that you can focus on the important things. Part of that is making sure that your account details are up to date so that all of your documents, like your estimates and invoices, are automatically generated with the correct information. Some of this information might already be filled out depending on what you provided during the sign-up process. If you see anything is missing, go ahead and fill it out. Just the basics like your business name, address, website, email, and phone number. While we're here, we'll also go ahead and upload our company logo. Just like our basic details, this logo will automatically be added onto our estimates, invoices, and our booking services portal to give our business a professional look. Now on to some of the more basic but important things you can do in Workiz. Adding a job. It's all pretty simple. Workiz lets you add jobs in a number of different ways, from a phone call, a message, or when somebody books online. Let's quickly go over the most fundamental way. We'll just hit the Create button right from the sidebar navigation over here on the left. Next, we'll hit Job. We'll start with the client's name. Notice how Workiz automatically searches your existing list of clients. This is a great way to determine if you already have history with this client. Maybe this is a client who's given you trouble in the past and you don't want to book with them. Or maybe it's somebody who's treated your company really well and you want to make sure they get VIP treatment. Either way, let the software guide you. Okay, back to the job form. Next is the service location. Enter the address and Workiz will provide you with a list of verified addresses so that you know it's all legit. Scrolling down a bit, we'll select the job type and job source. We'll talk about those in greater detail here in a bit. We'll add in the date and time and then assign the job to one of our team members. Workiz will automatically filter the members of your team to only show you the ones that can take this job based on the job type you entered and the service area linked to this address. Before we hit create, there's one thing I want to show you, custom fields. Our job form has some pretty standard fields that work for most service businesses. But as a business in junk hauling, there's a decent chance you also want to collect other information, like before and after photos or specific details relating to the items that you're going to need to haul away. You can make this field a requirement in order to create the job, a requirement to close the job, or both. That way, your team can't skip any steps when creating or closing jobs. Once you add the job, you'll see it pop up on your schedule alongside all your other jobs, leads, and tasks. You can choose the schedule viewing mode that works best for you. The multiple ways to book a job in Workiz that we talked about earlier, here's another one. Just drag the time slot right on the schedule and start booking it from there. You can also easily make quick changes to an existing job, move it to a different time on your schedule, reassign it to a different member of your team, or call the client directly from the software. More on that in a bit. Okay, now let's take a closer look at the job source or ad groups that I mentioned earlier. Whether you're leaving sticky notes on the backside of a mailbox, leaving yard signs and door hangers around the neighborhood, or all of the above, it's important for you to understand which advertisements are doing the heavy lifting for your business. Like a lot of other things, Workiz makes that easy for you. Each job and call in Workiz can be tied to an ad group, allowing you to understand which advertisements have the most jobs done, and the average amount of profit. You can remove the ones you're not using and easily add the ones you are. Let's quickly create one for our handy dandy sticky notes. Done. After getting your ad groups in order, we'll want to do the same for our job types. When adding jobs in Workiz, you'll be asked to categorize them into specific job types. You can do this in a number of different ways, but we found that creating job types around both the load size and the category of job tend to work really well for junk removal companies. Things like half load estate cleanout, quarter load shed demo, or full load hoarder house. Job types do a lot of things. They help you filter the members of your team who are capable of performing the job, help your team members understand the job itself, automatically book the required amount of time, and also help you determine which job types are bringing you the most money. Depending on how you signed up, you may already have a few job types built out for you. Again, you can remove the ones that aren't relevant and easily add the ones that are. We'll just add the job type name, include the amount of time this type of job usually takes, and then hit save. Now let's talk about creating some reusable line items to simplify the invoicing process for your techs out in the field. For junk removal businesses, we found that creating items around the load sizes is probably the best way to go. Quarter load, half load, 3/4 load, and full load. If your business charges more for specific services, like removing a hot tub or demolishing a shed, make sure you create line items for those too. If you want to log your dump fees, you can easily create a reusable line item and categorize it as an expense so that you can track those fees alongside the money you're collecting, all while hiding those details from your client. Workiz can also save you loads of time by creating item groups, allowing you to group items together that can be added to an invoice with just a click. Now let's talk about one of the more important things about running a junk removal business, or any business: getting paid. Workiz lets you manually add offline payments like cash or a check, no problem. We've also got a payment processing system built right into the software. We call it Workiz Pay. With Workiz Pay, you can collect credit card payments while on a job or in the office, giving your clients a modern and convenient way to pay for, and even provide a tip for, your services. All of these payments are automatically tracked through the software, giving you all the insight you need to understand what's been paid and what's still owed. Once you've got Workiz Pay all set up, the invoices you send to your clients from the software will automatically include the option to pay with a credit card online. This all takes place in the Workiz client portal. Your clients will get an email or text message with a link to the invoice, where they can review the document, pay for the service on their own device, and even leave your team members a tip. And it will automatically get tracked through the software so that you know how much is owed to members of your team. Now let's talk about the feature that's going to make you really popular among the millennial crowd in your neighborhood. Take it from me, this generation will go to great lengths to never have to call your business to book a service. We're well into the 2020s and we fully expect the modern comforts of booking online. And it's not just us. Based on our experience, you'll notice that roughly a quarter of all the jobs you book over time will come from the web. That's where booking services comes in, a feature that's allowed many junk removal companies using Workiz to see a massive increase in the amount of jobs booked online. We've also seen many junk removal businesses undergo a 30% increase in all jobs booked, allowing you to make more money while spending less time on the phone. Setting up your booking services portal is simple. You can make quick changes to the messaging your clients see online and the sort of information that you want to collect. Those custom fields we mentioned earlier, you can even add those as a requirement for your clients to book online as well. Workiz also lets you add specific services to your booking portal based on the job types your business offers. Maybe you want to split it up between junk removal and dumpster rentals. If you've got Workiz Pay set up, you can even collect the payment right from the portal itself, requiring a full payment or a deposit of your choice. This way, clients who book online have more reason to commit to the service they booked. Workiz also makes it really easy to track where your online bookings are coming from. If you have multiple ad sources, you can use dynamic tracking so that each job booked online is automatically categorized under the right ad group. Check out the link in the description below to learn more. As far as how you actually use the booking services portal, it's pretty simple. Just copy the URL right here and then share it on your website or Facebook page. You can also take the extra step of embedding it directly on your website. You'll find that booking services is a must. But just because millennials aren't going to be calling you on the phone doesn't mean you don't actually need a phone system in place for your business. Enter Workiz Phone, the first half of our integrated communication suite. Workiz Phone is a one-of-a-kind system designed for junk removal businesses just like yours. You can easily buy multiple numbers with just a few clicks, and you can assign each of those phone numbers to the ad groups you created earlier. That way, you'll know exactly how a client found you so that you can have a clearer picture of how your ads are performing. One number for your yard signs, one for your sticky notes, and another for your door hangers. You definitely don't have to go that far, but this way you know which ads are working best for your business and you can let the data guide you on how to spend your advertising dollars. Already have a phone number you want to use? Our team can port that over for you, no problem. With Workiz Phone, all calls are recorded so that you can leave the he said, she said days behind you. Recordings are also a great way of understanding how your dispatchers are performing, providing you with the necessary tools to help your team grow. Workiz Phone comes with a desktop dialer that allows you to answer calls and book jobs with just a few clicks. If you get a call from an existing client, booking jobs from the dialer will automatically fill out the details you've already stored for this client. If this is a new caller, you'll still get key details like the phone number and the ad group. With Workiz Phone, you get access to our powerful call flows, which allow you to define every step a phone call has to take before reaching your voicemail. You can set up a voice menu system where your clients dial different numbers to get to different departments or simply forward calls to different members of your team. Workiz Phone also comes equipped with call masking, a privacy-focused feature that prevents your clients in text from seeing each other's phone numbers. Your text will open a job and see a masked phone number with an extension to reach your client, and your clients will only see the phone number that you define when setting up call masking, like your business line. This lets you take the extra step to make sure that your business's clients remain your business's clients. Now onto the second half of the Workiz communication suite, the Message Center. It's a two-way messaging platform built right into the software, allowing you to organize your business messages like texts and emails all in one place. Let's say you're on a call with a client about a potential job and you need them to send you photos of the junk that needs hauling so that you can accurately determine the load size. They can text those images directly to your Workiz phone number and you'll be able to pull them up without having to leave the Workiz web app. And those jobs that were booked using the online portal? you'll get a message straight to the message center where you can review the information and book the job with just a click. Okay, so we've covered the message center and how you can use it to send texts and emails to your clients and team members. Now let's talk about how you can automate a lot of those texts and emails using Workiz automations. With Workiz automations, you can create rules that send notifications to your clients or team based on specific scenarios that you define. We get that online reviews are huge for junk removal businesses. We also get that you're probably super busy and may occasionally forget to send those review requests out in a timely manner. You can use Workiz automations to automatically send a text message to your clients after a job was done. You can include your review link in that message so that they can easily sing your praises while the service, hopefully a good one, is still fresh on their mind. And if you only want to send a review link to your best clients, you can also create an even more specific scenario using client tags. Okay, here's another scenario. Let's say a potential client calls your company about a job, except for whatever reason, your team missed the call. You can create a rule that instantly sends the caller a text with a link to your booking services portal whenever a call is missed. That way, they have every chance to book with you and not your competitor. There's lots of ways Workiz automations can do wonders for junk hauling companies just like yours. Workiz isn't just available on desktop. You can also download the Workiz mobile app to take many of these convenient tools with you on the go. Let's walk you through the app real quick. Say you've assigned a job to one of your field techs. They'll get a text reminder a few hours before the job is scheduled to begin. They can also see the job listed on their homepage right here. Opening it up, they can easily find all kinds of useful information like the job schedule, job type, and service address. If your dispatcher's left any important notes, like the types of items that need to be hauled away, they can find that right from the job details. They can hit the address on the job page and then find a route using their preferred third-party app from the list. They can hit the ETA button up here and then let the client know that they're on their way. They love that. If they need to call the client and call masking is set up, you'll notice the masked number and not the client's actual phone number is listed right on the job page. They can easily call the client using Workiz phone so that all communications are tracked and recorded. After arriving at the address, they can update the job status to in progress and then start the clock to log time for this job. Once it's almost time to go and your team starts tidying things up, your techs can easily head back to the job page on the app, hit the finance tab down here, and then create an invoice that they can send to the client. We'll just quickly add an item, in this case it was a half load just as we anticipated, and then send the invoice to the client so that they can pay it on their own device. Again, if they're paying with a credit card, this is where they'll be able to add a tip. You and your team will get a notification as soon as the job has been paid. Once that's all squared away, they just need to change the status to done or done pending approval and be on their way. After that, they can head back to the mobile app and see what's next on their schedule. Last, I want to focus on a big feature that's going to help you make some pretty important decisions for your junk removal company: reports. With Workiz, you'll have access to the Job Statistics Report, where you can get a comprehensive breakdown of your top performers, your best ads, your best field techs, and your best dispatchers, all in one place. You'll see a chart breaking down your techs by average job size, and data showing you the ones with the highest cancellation rate. Your team's probably super awesome and trustworthy, but if you suspect that any funny business may be going on, don't just trust your gut. You can let the data guide you. This report will also tell you which dispatchers are booking the most jobs, and then which ones are behind the curve. And with the call recordings feature we mentioned earlier, you can easily access those calls to go beyond the numbers and really dig into why your top performers are at the top. You can review their techniques and offer guidance to the rest of your team. Workiz also gives you access to create custom reports. This way, you can keep track of whatever data you want to track, including the custom fields we talked about earlier. Alright, if you've stuck around this long, you've got a pretty good idea of what Workiz can do for you. But we're really just scratching the surface in this video. Sign up for your free trial today to get a real sense of all the powerful tools Workiz has to offer. Otherwise, feel free to subscribe to this channel for all the latest on how Workiz can help your business grow. Thanks for watching.